Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Sophie Erber.
And I'm Tim Seaman. This evening, more concern over rising COVID-19 infection rates.
A local city hall now shutting its doors, at least for the week. It's our top story at 6.
This afternoon, the CDC released new guidelines just last week as the Delta variant continues to produce breakthrough cases among those that are now fully vaccinated. And today, Sergeant Bluff closing its city hall and community center after nearly half of the staff became infected or was exposed to COVID-19. Siouxland District Health Deputy Director Tyler Brock tells us the uptick in cases locally isn't necessarily surprising.
This virus tends to do what this virus is going to do, and so we've got a good weapon at our disposal with the vaccine to help us with some of those serious cases, and I think we can still utilize that to help us out with this situation.
For the latest updates on how Siouxland COVID-19 rates compare to the rest of the tri-state area, you can check our website at SiouxlandProud.com. The information also at the KCAU 9 News app.
As of right now, no official guidance from the White House tonight. This as the federal government is saying it's not planning on a mask or vaccine mandate in schools in our country. However, the CDC says that all people, vaccinated or not, should start wearing a mask again indoors if they live in communities with substantial or high levels of virus spread. That applies to 76 of Iowa's 99 counties, which is up 9 counties in just 2 days. But again, we still have a few weeks left until the school year begins.
This is a matter that's best left to states and local school districts to figure out, as is currently the policy for all vaccines.
Wall adds that the Biden administration is helping to drive up voluntary vaccine rates among students. President Joe Biden did ask all school districts to host vaccine clinics right at school to make vaccines even more accessible to students and staff members.
And as those students get set to head back into the classroom, parents may not be excited to see what back to class does to the bank account. And that's why some Siouxland business owners are coming together, teaming up to make sure families have what they need for the coming school year. The Don's Sports Bar and Grill, along with Aaron's Barbershop over in South Sioux City, are giving away 100 fully packed backpacks to start the school year, filled with all those supplies. Free haircuts are also being offered for boys and girls. The owner of Aaron's Barbershop says he grew up giving back to his community with his father, and now he's thankful that he's able to be in a position to do the same.
Like I got a big family of aunts, and they all have a lot of kids, so I know how it gets when you have to buy a lot of supplies for multiple children. That's why we're doing things like this, where you can come in and get backpacks for all your kids. It's not all just one person. You got to always make sure your people are taken care of.
The event that also includes music and complimentary food gets started at 2 o'clock this coming Sunday afternoon at the Don's and will run through about 5 in the evening. It is a first-come, first-serve event, and anyone who would like to donate to that cause with things like extra school supplies is asked to contact the Don's Sports Bar and Grill.
The Eastern South Dakota chapter of the Red Cross just added to its fleet of vehicles. This new emergency response vehicle has more storage for food, water, and supplies. The vehicle also allows crews in South Dakota to better respond to disasters, both in region and even nationally.
It can hold blankets and cots where we could immediately stand up a shelter in the event of an emergency. It can help with mass feeding if we're in a shelter situation. It also can help with canteening if we're helping the local first responders, whether it's emergency management, law enforcement, or the fire department. We also can help them by supplying, water and snacks and things out of the back of this vehicle as well.
4 sponsors helped Red Cross to fund this emergency response vehicle.
New developments in a story that we first brought you at 5 this afternoon, where local Native American groups gathered in front of City Hall to raise awareness of a number of issues, including the treatment of homeless people. Now, that small group of protesters eventually took their concerns inside City Hall, telling council members more respect needs to be shown to those folks.
We don't want to see it swept under the rug. We want to see, we understand there's a bigger issue of homelessness here in the city, but at the same time, there's a better way to deal with some of these cleanups. There's a way to do it with a little more respect than what we've heard.
KCAU 9 reporter Jason Toctasian tells us what downtown businesses have to say about the city's homeless situation, coming up tonight at 10. And it was a fairly, at least in my mind, standard type of summer day outside as Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson joins me now.
Yeah, some pretty average August weather out there today, Tim. We enjoyed high temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s, so not too hot out there. 81 this afternoon in Sioux City, 83 Yankton, 80 in Norfolk, and 77 was the high temperature in Denison and Carroll. Tonight we'll see our temperatures recede into the 50s across the map. There could be some areas of smoke and fog once again, so make sure that you're driving with care. It looks like that smoke is going to be cleared out of Siouxland, though, pretty soon, and some more hot weather is expected as we approach the weekend. We'll have more coming up with the 9 on 9 forecast. Stay with us. Back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott. Well, as members of the general public and political leaders from all around the tri-state meet at the Siouxland Chamber of Commerce to learn a little more about how to handle the growing digital currency markets, we're learning more. Brock Pierce is most known for his movies from his younger years. You might remember The Mighty Ducks and First Kid, but has since become a foremost leader in the world of blockchain and cryptocurrency. Now he's on a mission to educate our nation's leaders on crypto so they can better create some laws surrounding it.
I take it as a moral obligation to serve. Our elected officials and our civil servants and our governments are only going to be able to do as well as they can with the information they have. You know, we need to empower them with the knowledge so that they can make the best decisions on our behalf.
In 2020, the Food Bank of Siouxland provided 3.8 million pounds of food to those in need. Today at Whispering Creek Golf Club, golfers were doing their part to secure food items for this year. Great weather conditions greeted dozens of players taking part in the Food Bank's 18th annual golf event. The Food Bank is the main food supplier for nonprofit agencies here in Siouxland, including food pantries, homeless shelters, soup kitchens, daycares, and senior centers.
We are just gratified when a donation comes in, if it's food or money. But again, that money we can really stretch quite a bit further than a can of green beans.
The Food Bank of Siouxland is open to both food and monetary donations year-round.
Less than a week now before the start of the annual Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. Of course, that's in Sturgis, South Dakota, and that means extra traffic on South Dakota roads. Highway Patrol Trooper Shannon Orth tonight says that he will be heading out to the rally for about 10 days to help keep the people and the roads safe.
Be looking out for each other. As a regular motorist, you got to keep the cell phone down and pay attention, be checking your rear view mirrors and check those blind spots. You got to turn your head and look at those blind spots.
He adds it is important for those on the road to check their blind spots if they are in larger vehicles, as well as use their turn signals. That helps out the bikes on the road. The rally begins Friday and runs through August 15th of this year. Almost 750,000 people expected to show up in Sturgis.
It may get started Friday, but we'll be seeing those bikes through the area all week long, I've got a feeling.
For sure. Well,
wildfires have covered thousands of miles now, leading to irritated noses and lungs across all parts of Iowa. Find out how this is really impacting our health coming up next.
And fortunately, we should be able to scour out some of that wildfire smoke soon. It looks like it'll likely stay dry as we continue through our week with some hot conditions coming in this weekend. Join us for the 9 on 9 forecast. That's next.
You're watching KCAU 9 News with Tim Seaman, Sophie Erber, Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson, and Sports Director Jake Jones. This is KCAU 9 News at 6.
Well, current winds and jet streams are causing smoke from several different fires out west to roll through our area. The DNR is again issuing quality alerts as far as the weather conditions, the air quality, I should say, and that will continue throughout this week. Smoke carrying particles that can cause sinus problems and make breathing even more difficult for people with breathing problems or serious health conditions is likely to linger.
These fine particles contain microscopic liquids or solids, and they can get deep into our lungs. They're so small that our body has difficulty expelling them.
Experts recommend limiting time outside as much as possible for anyone who has any type of breathing condition in the coming days. And And it continues to hang. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it really does. I did notice yesterday it cleared up a good amount, but
a little bit, yeah.
Scott, that did feel like it was back today. In fact, my phone kept telling me it was poor air quality.
Yeah, we've had poor air quality basically since last Thursday when we had a cold